Hi folks, I'm occasionally asked how or where I get my mounts from. These things, you might call them mats. That one I bought at a hobby shop, craft shop, or a couple of those. This one was from a framed painting, triple mount, 1, 2 and 3. You can see the 3 bits. That would have been very expensive to have done in a gallery. But these things I sort of cut myself. They're bevel mounts, so I'll show you how I do that. So there's another one that I bought from Hobbycraft. They're not expensive, but the person that got on YouTube this morning said there's no shops near her that sell these things. But so what I would do if I was making them for myself, I would buy a full imperial size, 22 inches by 32 inches or something like that, and cut them down. So what I've done, I've got a bit of mat card left over from an aperture that I cut probably some time ago. And what I've done, because it's quite a small piece, that will be the facing side, I'm cutting a 2-inch border all the way round. So I've marked 2 inches all the way, so with pencil, a sharp pencil, I've got a sharp pencil? Probably not. But it doesn't matter because I used to be a draftsman and I could work with all sorts of pencils and things. Right, so I just put the straight edge on the marks and I'll do that all the way round. Just take the line right the way across. Same there, across there. But I will explain all this. And join up the dots here, 2 inches in. Okay, all the way across, and one there. Okay, I'll just complete that one along the way. Probably the pencil got caught on the straight edge. Okay, so there we are. We've got the border marked out. I've got my webcam at a jaunty angle here, so I'll put that aside. Look at the straight edge now. And I'll show you I bought this about over 30 years ago. 30 years. It's a piece of blockboard, and it's got a straight edge, and it's got a wing nut on, one bolt there, one bolt there, all fixed into this blockboard, and this lovely straight edge. It cost about £30, but this is a long time ago. It was a woodcraft shop was selling them, and they sold framing stuff. This is the Logan mount cutter, a wonderful little handheld cutter. The blades are very old, but shouldn't be. I'm going to have to get some more. But I don't cut these things very often. They're not cheap. I don't know how much that is, probably £25–30, but very good. And you press it down, and it goes, and you put a bit of some spare mount card underneath it so that you don't cut into the wood and blunt the blade. Be very, very careful. You'll see that. You see that? The blade is there. It's razor sharp. If you get a cut with that, it will last for ages, because being a clean cut, it won't knit. So put that aside. So what we do, we take the card, and you cut out towards the edges, not the other way around. Otherwise, you'll have a reverse bevel. So we put that on there, line the pencil line up with the edge of the straight edge. Okay. Then we take the mount cutter, and it's got a little marked groove there, silver mark in there. Put that on the line going that way. Hold it firmly, push it down, and then slide it along the straight edge till that silver line coincides with the other end. Go just a touch over, otherwise you might find that when you've done the 4 cuts, the corner it still hasn't quite cut to the end. Then turn it around, lift it up, go and do that one. Okay, remember, very important, cut towards the outside, not the inside. And then you do that again, can you see that? Put it on there, and push down, and slide along, very careful, have some control over your hand, otherwise it might slip and you'll go right the way through the mount. So I'm going to do that again. I'm very cramped here. I've got quite a large room, but it's full up with painting stuff, and this table I've had to clear a lot of stuff back towards the edge. Got a cup of tea here, which I must finish. It's very cold today. Well, I've got a halogen heater in here. Alright, let me do that again. Look, line up and press down and slide along, control, and then just a little bit beyond, and then we've got one more cut to do. And it's nice when you can have something like this to cut your own mounts, because then all you need is a DIY sort of frame cutter and sort of frame clamp, and you can set yourself up as a framer. Oh, there we are. Look, that's just yeah. So there's our mount. Look. Nice 2-inch border. If it was a larger piece I would have a 3-inch. It's better to have the large, and you can put lines around it. I had a wonderful little thing that I don't know, I think I gave it away, where it was an angle thing, and I could mark through dots with a pen and join the dots up and do lines around the edge. But I can't be bothered with all that now. So there we are. Look, you can see the bevel going out. Lovely. I see it better there now. Show a bit closer. So there we are. How I cut a mount. So that I can use as well. This piece of card, don't throw them away. You can paint a nice acrylic on that, or an oil paint. With oil, best to prime both sides with a bit of PVA glue diluted, but with that acrylic can go straight on, and then varnish it at the end. And here's my varnish. PVA glue, you can't use this on oil paint. You can use it underneath oil paint, but don't use this to varnish your oil paintings. I use this as the retouch varnish, which you will put on before a finished varnish 6 months later. So very useful. So that's just a bit of dilute PVA glue. Go on that, it will seal it, make it waterproof, and then you can put your acrylic or oil on top of it. Okay, any questions on that, you can contact me on YouTube. Well, you can leave a comment on YouTube, or you can comment on Facebook. Hope you found that helpful. So Logan mount cutter, US pattern number, blah blah blah. So American made. I've had this years. It's superb. It's one of the best DIY tools you'll ever get for framing. Brilliant. This setup, you can make it up yourself. Get a long straight edge, which is about a metre and that. So long. Yeah. Oh no, it's a 3 foot. I bought this when we were all Imperial. So you'll have to look around for something like that, but it works perfectly well. But you must have these bits of card underneath to protect your blade. Okay folks, thanks for watching. I hope you got something from that. I'll finish my cup of tea and get on with the watercolour for Patreon. Bye bye.